Tuesday afternoon, Jennings County. I am Caitlin Asbury, and you are watching JCTV News. The big news of the day is that the fall sports season is over, and we celebrate Halloween tonight. Halloween in the city of North Vernon will be from 5 until 8 p.m. tonight. Stop by the bookstore if you need a parking permit. Permits are required to park at school, and they are free. The game club meets on Monday nights until 6 p.m. The Key Club meets after school on Wednesdays in the library until 4. If you want to be an EMT, seniors can get free training. The basic EMT course will start shortly. There will be a talent show next Friday, November 10th. The first place will earn $100, the second earns $50, and third is worth $25. The penny wars are continuing. The class that gets the most pennies by Friday will choose between making the principal kiss a pig, dye his eyebrows red and blue, or get a delicious pie in the face. Finally, it's time again for your clocks to fall back. Time goes back 1 hour this Sunday night, and kids will be getting on their buses in the dark. We are expecting to see some snowflakes. Here's your 8-day weather forecast.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his
Hallo, also heute Wetterbericht aus Deutschland, natürlich aus Indiana hier, aber auf Deutsch. Wir erreichen diese Woche eine Mindesttemperatur von 28 Grad Fahrenheit und Maximaltemperatur von 62 Grad Fahrenheit. Überwiegend bewölkt und eventuell auch Schnee.
The fall sports season came to an end this weekend, and the winter sports schedules opens tonight. Here's your sports.
Beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise.
Good afternoon, sports fans. The football team lost to Greenwood on Friday night 43-13 to close their season. Quarterback Nathan Harrison threw a 25-yard pass to Lane Kirshner for one score. The other touchdown came late in the game.
Good morning, Horace. Loki Hefo. I thought that last Friday was your last game playing here at Jennings County.
It was pretty tough. It was a sad loss.
How do you think that game went?
We didn't start off too well first half. We did decent second half, but we were going against our JV, so it doesn't matter.
As your last game here, what do you have to say to all the upcoming freshmen and players that will be playing Jennings County football?
Just have fun, man. It's not that deep.
Thank you for your time. Morning, who am I with?
Liam Sherwood.
How does it feel that last Friday was your last game at Jennings County?
Obviously, it makes me very upset. I love this game, but I'm just really glad I got to spend it with the group of guys that I grew up with here.
How do you think that game went for us?
It wasn't what we wanted, but we definitely played our heart out, and I don't regret a single thing about it.
As your final year playing here, what do you have to say to all the upcoming people that are going to be playing Jennings County football?
Just represent Jennings County well and don't beat yourselves.
Thank you. Good morning, who am I here with?
Blaine Ison.
How does it feel that last Friday was your last game playing here at Jennings County?
It's pretty sad. It's a hard loss.
Well, how did that game go for us?
We didn't get the start that we wanted, and we had a big fourth down, but they got it, and I feel like ever since then nothing really went our way.
What is the last message you have for all the upcoming freshmen that will be playing Jennings County football?
Just enjoy it. Have fun.
Thank you for your time.
Loki Hefo, who am I with?
Josiah Hefo.
What are your thoughts on the last game you guys just had on Friday?
It was a rough game. We didn't start strong. We tried to finish strong, and we got there, but it wasn't good enough.
Do you have anything to say to your underclassmen or anyone that would like to play for these upcoming years?
Yeah, you got to buy in. There's a lot of sacrifices and things that you have to do to play football here, but it's worth it in the end.
And you've had a really good season. Based off of this season, do you think anyone can do what you did?
I mean, I don't think it'll be easy, but, had a lot of good tackles, but it can be done. You just got to try.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
In regional football semifinals this weekend, Seymour knocked out Columbus East 39-20, and Columbus North shut down Jeff 58-0. The boys cross country team season closed on Saturday with Kraedyn Young placing 44th at state championship. Kraedyn ran the fastest state time in Panther history, running a 15:53. Kraedyn is a junior and will return for his senior year. On the college level, Indiana played well but fell to 9th-ranked Penn State 33-24. Purdue lost to Nebraska 31-14, and 12th-ranked Notre Dame fell to Pittsburgh 58-7. On the national level, the Rangers won Game 3 of the World Series last night and now lead the series 2-1. Game 4 will be held in Arizona tonight. The Pacers lost their first game of the season last night, falling to the Bulls 112-105. The Colts have now lost 3 straight games and will play Carolina on Sunday. Here's a look at this week's schedule. The winter sports season opens tonight with the girls basketball team traveling to Scottsburg. On Saturday, the girls basketball team will be home for the Lady Panther tip-off tournament. And this is the latest on sports. Now for birthdays.
Good morning, Byron.
Boy, Nyson.
How does it feel that last Friday was?
All right.
Good morning,
They played the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania?"
Here's Gabrielle's video from the football sectionals opening round win over Edgewood last week. Here's Miss Hill's quote of the day.
Mrs. Hill's quote of the day is, "Everything you want is on the other side of fear."
From Officer Bevold, here's today's safety clip on Halloween.
Hello, happy Halloween, everyone. I want to remind you all to please be safe tonight. If you're driving, it's going to get dark early. Look in all directions before you take off if you're driving. Also, be aware that there are little kids and they're more concerned about getting candy rather than watching if there's cars coming. If you're out on foot, please look both ways before crossing the street and just be safe. Situational awareness at night is very important, especially when there's lots of people around. So have a great holiday. Please be safe. Have a good night.
From the History Channel, here is your history of Halloween.
When most people think of Halloween, they think of trick-or-treating, parades, bobbing for apples, and other family-friendly activities. But bet you didn't know the true story behind the ancient origins of Halloween. It all goes back some 2,000 years to the ancient Celtic festival known as Samhain, celebrated on November 1st. On the night before Samhain, people believed that the dead returned as ghosts. They would leave food and wine on their doorsteps to keep roaming spirits at bay, and wear masks when they left the house so they would be mistaken for fellow ghosts. The Christian church turned Samhain into All Saints' Day, or All Hallows, in the 8th century. The night before became All Hallows' Eve, later shortened to Halloween. You've heard of trick-or-treating on Halloween, but what about souling or guising? All three of these traditions originated in medieval Britain. On All Souls' Day, November 2nd, the needy would beg for pastries known as soul cakes. In return, they would pray for people's dead relatives. This was called souling. In the medieval Halloween tradition of guising, young people would dress up in costume and accept food, wine, money, and other offerings in exchange for singing, reciting poetry, or telling jokes. In 19th century America, Irish and Scottish immigrants revived these old traditions. The result was trick-or-treating. At first, it was much more about the tricks, in the form of pranks and hijinks, than the treats. It wasn't until the 1950s that the custom took on its current family-friendly, kid-centered form. Today, Halloween is big business, with U.S. consumers spending more than $2.5 billion on costumes annually. Add in the candy, and it's estimated that Americans spend up to $6 billion on Halloween each year, making it the second most commercial holiday after Christmas. So whether you're a fan of tricks, treats, or trivia, there's a bit of Halloween history.
We bet you didn't know!
Here's a look at breakfast and lunch menu for next week. Don't have cable TV? We are found on YouTube, Jennings County High School news channel. Our news program can be seen Monday through Saturday at 2:56, 5:30, 7:30, and 9 p.m. Does your nonprofit group have something to announce on our school channel? Send us an email at tv@jcsc.org. That's all for us. The White Day crew will have for the weekend show. Have a safe Halloween. Bye.
Think about a loved one who's struggling with a serious illness. Imagine the fear and uncertainty that can come during those difficult times. It's a scary and emotional time, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed and helpless. Our team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals work tirelessly to provide the best care possible for our patients. We are committed to not only treating the illness, but also to caring for you as a person. Our Mayo Clinic is more than just a place of medical expertise. It's a place of hope and healing, a place where patients and families find comfort and support during their darkest moments. It's a place where patients are not just a number or diagnosis, but a person with a story and a future. So if your loved one is ever faced with a serious illness, consider our Mayo Clinic. We are more than just a hospital. We are a beacon of hope in a world of uncertainty. So please donate to www.mayoclinic.org or call 507-283-2511.